You know, it always amazes me when we get messages from people about, oh my God, I can't believe he cursed, and oh my God, he's so crude and all that. It just happened. There was an advisory about language and it just happened, seriously. But anyway, for all you out there that skip that, on this show, we tell it like a mother. This is a great base. The base is with chickpeas, onions, and peppers, and it's really, really good. Now with that, our favorites, we could add peas to it, we could add potatoes to it, even some air fried tofu. You could add whatever you want to it. It's absolutely awesome. So if this looks appealing to you, I know it looks appealing to him, why don't you guys stick around for the rest of the video? And if you don't, well, I got another advisory for you. You want some?
All right, first thing we're going to do is toast the spices and the flour. We're going to give you all the measurements in the recipe under the video in the description. So I'll just call them out and you'll see what they are. Okay, that's black mustard seed. You have to get that online. It's not usually available in the store. Let me know if you find it in a grocery store. Turmeric, garam masala, fenugreek powder, and curry powder.
And if you can't find it in the grocery store, your grocery manager's a racist.
Amazon has everything you need.
Because Amazon, they're not racist. Social justice.
What is this? Chickpea flour.
I have that effect on people. They forget what they're doing.
So basically, you're going to do this on medium-high. And you're just toasting the spices in the flour.
I smell that.
Yep, and you don't want to step away because you don't want this to burn. So it's on medium-high. Just keep moving it around. Give it about 5 minutes until you smell it toasty. So we're going to step away for a second and we'll come back when it's ready. All right, this has been about 5 minutes. Now, it got a little darker and we're going to lower the heat to almost low because you're going to add your
almost low
because you don't want to burn anything. You're going to add in
your nut butter.
This is almond butter, 2 heaping tablespoons. Now, the reason I use almond butter is because I'm a crackhead for peanut butter and I didn't want it in the house. You can use sunflower butter, any nut butter. Okay, now this gets a little weird. Make sure the heat's on low and you're just going to kind of make a paste out of this. It's going to take a few minutes. It's going to ball up. And then you're going to add your liquids.
All right, we're going to come back and we're going to douse the balls with liquid.
Yep. Give it a minute.
Hey, I just thought of something. That's called a roux.
It's going to be a roux when I add the milk and the water. So, yeah, I'm really proud of you that you know that term. This is R-O-U-X.
Oh, it's French?
So is R-U-E.
Christ.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and add the milk now. We're waiting.
All right. So this is about 3 minutes. We just mixed the almond butter and the spices and the flour, and that's what it looks like.
And no offense to anyone that's French out there, but you got to admit, French people from France. No, actually, French people from France are kind of cool. It's Montreal French. That could be a little. Hey, I'm a Ranger fan. I could say whatever I want about people from Montreal.
Can we get back to the recipe?
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry.
Right, so
Go Rangers.
That's 2 cups of almond milk. Now you're just gonna kind of mix it in. Now be careful. Step back a little because it's very splashy.
Let's go Rangers.
So this is gonna melt out. All those little lumps are gonna disappear. It's gonna take about 3 or 4 minutes on low heat. So again, we're gonna step away and bring you back when it's almost ready to add the next ingredient.
That reminds me of a Looney Tunes cartoon. How many lumps you want? 3 or 4?
Three
or 4.
I remember that.
Yep. And magically, all the lumps are gone like someone went to Sona Bello and had the fat sucked out of the back of their thighs.
Oh, Lord. All right. Then anyway, they don't suck the fat out. They freeze it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's even better.
Here's a cup of water, and that's just going to make more volume. And see, all the lumps are gone. Oh,
so they use
much.
like, what will they stick like ice cubes up people's asses?
I don't know. I think they take the chunks of fat and put them in the machine and it blasts it with frozen stuff and then you don't have to go to the gym.
What? Here's a tip.
And it's like $5,000.
Yeah, here's a tip. Eat less.
Eat less and get on the treadmill. This is ready. Now what's going to happen is you're just going to put the heat up a little and it's going to start to thicken and bubble.
So don't be afraid if it bubbles.
No, you have to cook the flour out. And you want to get this heated so it starts to thicken. And then we're going to add the veggies.
Well, wait. No surprise, because we're going to show them what happens next right here.
All right, this is on a medium-high heat. It's starting to smoke, so it's going to start to bubble now. A little black pepper. Now, the original curry recipe, I changed it. It was a little bland for me. I got this off of Harshdeep Swami's page.
Oh, he is awesome. Harshdeep is absolutely awesome.
We love Harshdeep.
So seriously, you guys, if you haven't checked him out, you have to check him out.
I went vegan about 3 years ago, and my first concern was I'm not going to be able to have Indian food anymore because it's loaded with ghee, which is clarified butter. And number two, well, that's for the ethical reason, but number two, everything is coated in oil. So I used vegan risha, which is the first Indian food I started doing. Her recipes are amazing, and now I do Harshdeep. Okay, so that's thick enough. We can add...
You've been replaced, vegan risha. No, I'm kidding.
No. We're going to add a can of cooked chickpeas.
Harshdeep is more awesome to me.
And we're going to do a medium onion and about a half of a bell pepper. Now, these are raw.
Raw, okay.
Now, once they sit in the sauce for 15-20 minutes on simmer, they're going to soften up. They're still going to be crunchy, so when you pour this over... Yeah, when you pour this over rice, the vegetables are going to have a little bit of crunch, but they're not going to be raw. And this is basically it. This is going to get really nice and thick. You can just let it sit on your stovetop on low for as long as you want until you're ready to eat, and then we dump it over rice. The smell in here is insane. And here's one more thing I want to say. I don't want to make this too long. This is not a hot and spicy curry. It is very warm and rich, but it's not heat. There's no heat because a lot of people don't want heat. There's no heat in this.
Oh, it's the kind of curry that gives you a nice hug.
Yes, exactly. All right, so let's plate this bitch.